First fight, Xavier Martinez, pretty good action fight.
Yeah.
Daniel Roman looked good in the second one.
Yeah.
And then,
Didn't let him coast though.
No, he was. Roman did Estrada. I think.
Yeah, Estrada.
I think Roman did a good job. Espinoza. I think Roman did a good job. He was kind of in that. I'm going
to co-sign whatever the hell you say. Apparently.
Well, no. So he was in the. I was somewhat confident.
So dumb as hell. Yeah, Estrada.
Yeah, it worked out. We got there, but I think Roman did a good job. Kind of in, for a basketball term, like in the mid range. He was like just not, chest to chest, not right there, really rocking, but he was like just outside of that. So he was doing a good job with the uppercut and working there. But yeah, main event. I was dead wrong.
All three. Hey, what we? 0-3. We all
3. I'm 29 and almost 30. I've been wrong 1,000 times, and I'll be wrong 1,000 more times. So
hey, Carson, did they let us know on the internet? They
absolutely.
Let us know.
Yeah, absolutely.
People make sure.
And I don't mind. I'll be the first to admit when I'm wrong, and I was 1,000% incorrect.
He lived up to it. Still don't like the style, punching like this, but he did his thing.
Yeah.
Still don't like it. Did his thing.
I was like,
go ahead. It was entertaining as hell.
It was entertaining. It was entertaining. And when it was over, I was like, I actually did think about it. I was like, I was wrong, but how was I wrong?
That's how I felt.
I couldn't accept it. Like, how was I wrong on this?
I'm like, damn, he won like that. But damn, he did.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and I don't think. I don't know. I don't think it was one of those where I don't think Nery had like a horrible performance. There are obviously some mistakes he made, and got out of there. But I think Brandon fought well enough to get the win, get him out of there. I think his body work. I don't think I noticed it that heavily at the time, but then as I watched back and watched some highlights, I was like, oh, he really was putting some work into the body, and then body shot got him out of there.
And his pace is something else, Carson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He fights for 3 minutes. And that's one thing going into the ring. You better have your condition with that kid.
Yeah. And Luis Nery, I'll touch on him first. He is a very immature fighter, and I thought that he had matured after he lost the belt on the scales. Thought that he had matured after that. I thought that he had gotten some things together. But there's always another level that you can go to in this boxing game. And so when I say he's an immature fighter, what I mean by that is he cracked under the pressure. And that's something that a more mature fighter knows how to handle the pressure. Even if you can't, like, it's clear he can't box going backwards. I didn't know that, but it was never saw anybody push him back. Nobody's been strong enough or big enough to do that to him. And, funny of me to say, is he too small for 122? That's a funny question because Brandon for Figueroa, of course, is big for 122, but made him look especially small for the weight class. But when I saw that he didn't have the dog, I think it was the 4th round. I said, ain't no way. I could see the way that he was moving and trying to use a jab, but then there are points where he's like, I'm not going to go backwards. I'm just going to stand here and throw hooks. That's an immature type of state of mind. That wasn't, this is boxing. This is I'm going to bang you out.
It was stay on the jab.
Yeah, I felt like he should have tried it. Well, of course, there's things that you can do and you can't do. We could see that he couldn't jab going backwards. That's a big problem. He couldn't use combinations and go backwards. That's a problem. Then he has no pivot. He can't pivot and step around. He is either backwards or forwards.
I've seen Brandon pivot him a few times.
Yeah. Even and Brandon pivoted a few times, but just to stay on Luis a little longer, I think that when we saw him get stopped by the body shot, I think that was immaturity. I don't think that was pain that stopped him. I think that was immaturity and him feeling like he wasn't going to be able to stand up to this dude and have his way. He's had his way to this point, And we know this about kids. When kids don't get their way, they whine, they cry, they go and hide, they want to be left alone and all that kind of stuff. And I think that at the risk of calling him a kid, I don't want to call him a child, but we saw him whine and we saw him give up. And that is not what boxing is about. Completely different from what we saw from the other week, just last week. The English fighter. The heck is his name? This is just Canelo fight. Sanders. Yeah, Billy Joe. Yeah, I had BJ in my head. I'm like, what's his real name? Billy Joe Saunders. Completely different from what we saw from him. I like to compare fights, especially when kind of similar things happen where guys are forced out of the match. Luis Nery body shot this other guy, BJ Saunders, cracks cranium. So that's my take on Luis Nery. Not exactly the fighter that I expected him to be. I disagree a little bit about the body shot, because if he had just gotten hit with the body shot and had gone down immediately, I could say maybe he was just kind of looking for a way out. But it looked like he got hit with the body shot and then winced and then tried to throw another punch, and then it looked like it hit him. So I think it might have just been a little bit delayed, but I don't know. Obviously, I talked to y'all about that punch, man. That punch it's a very debilitating punch.
It was kind of off for somebody who's not too familiar with body shots. So it was under his pec, like it didn't look like a liver shot.
Like right below his nipple or something?
Yeah, it was his under boob. But
yeah, because even you can still rupture that.
So what is that spot? What causes that to hurt as bad as it is?
Yeah.
Is it a liver punch on the front, kind of up top?
Yeah, it's like right here.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it looked more central. I guess.
So it's on the right side, and it's like right. What we call it? We call it this
solar plexus?
Rib. Nah, the
floating rib.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, it's anywhere in that vicinity you can hit, even though it may look like you're hitting underneath the pec or you're hitting the rib. If you hit it right, it can still rupture that spot, and it's gonna always be a delay. Yeah. Which I expected the delay. But if you watch it back, it looks like he can get up, and he chooses not to get up.
What does it do? Does it like tickle?
He also rolled over on his knees, and he looked at his corner and shook his head no, like he's. I felt like he quit. I'm sorry, and y'all know
you're a boxer.
I don't want to be like
That's because you'll take everything it takes to get back up. I know, Shawn. I've seen the same.
That's
thing.
What I'm saying. We've seen
that, man. Yeah,
like guys get up, stand up, and go back down. I told y'all the story about me and Kelly Pavlik. He hit me with the punch. I went down immediately on my knee, then I stood up, and then I went back down. And then you know what I mean. I've seen guys crawl before they bow out the way that Luis Nery bowed out. So that's kind of, for me, is why I say it was an immature. He still has an immature brain in terms of boxing. And I thought that he could have gave more at that point.
And to kind of close on Nery, it doesn't look like his power translated up to 22.
I felt like he cracked it once, maybe in the second or third, but
he was laying.
Right now, what's going on here?
What?
Are you attacking me right now? What's going on here? I was awful.
You love. I know you're a huge Luis Nery fan.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. He's not somebody where you mentioned where he's not great at boxing on his back foot, and so his calling card was power. That he had good pop, and if it's not there, it's not there, and you don't really have another ace in the hole, but. I want to go on record for saying I'm not giving up on this dude. No, of course not.
I want to see him again. I want to see a better him next time he gets in the ring. I want to see him grow. I want to see some maturity. Doesn't matter if they put a cake puff in front of him or whoever they put in front of him. I want to see him back in the ring because I do think that he's an exciting fighter. I think that he ran up against something last night that maybe the team prepared for, but still you have to be prepared here. And I don't think he was all the way prepared mentally for the challenges that were going to be presented to him. Don't tell me you didn't enjoy what you saw, because I know you did. What you need to do now hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit that notification button. Check us out every week, every Tuesday, something new for you right here on the Porter Way Podcast.